Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week, maybe the last Barbie Dolls of the Week for this year. So we have a good one today, and we're back with Martin from Switzerland. So hello, Martin. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Doing pretty well. Today, we're going to have the pleasure of having a tour with Martin. We kind of teased that during the last video that we would tour his Barbie room, or Martin, is it a room or sort of more than a room?
It's a room. It's in the measurement is 100 square meters. I don't know exactly how much is it in foot,
Yeah.
but it's 100 square meters, so it's quite huge. So it's like a big family apartment, but it's one room.
Okay. Well, last time when we talked with you about your collecting, we could see like what was right behind you and a couple things nearby, but now you're going to show us the whole room, and it's a lot. So let's get started. So I think you want to start with the 70s dolls, is that right?
I think with the 60s, like the
The
early
60s.
Barbie, what I have.
Okay. I didn't realize you had
So
60s,
I
but let's
take
do
you
that.
all with me.
Okay. So we're
So,
going to start with 60s Barbies, and we'll go from there.
so those here are the glass cabins. That's the only one from IKEA, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And here I keep the 60s doll inside.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay. Beautiful.
they are always
Well,
combined with the furniture, the dolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks great.
And like little themes like tutti with the European fashion from the tuttis line, and like casual fashion. And this goes on then through all. Let's open this one, the last one.
Okay.
Piano.
Oh yeah, beautiful. I mean, they look so nice in the displays. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's always very difficult. Normally, I would love to have more dolls, but I try to keep the balance between an aesthetic showcase and to give the people who watch the dolls like how you could say like information. If you have like 40 dolls in on one floor of the cabin, I think you cannot see the fashion anymore.
Yeah, it gets a little crowded and it's sort of bunched up, and I think this makes it a lot cleaner looking,
Yeah.
and simpler, as far as just being able to see it and appreciate what's there. You're right, I think.
Yeah, that's what I also think. And here I have then the only, here is then the Susie Goose bed.
Okay. Is that, I can't tell, is that Barbie sized, or is that looks a little bigger?
It's a Barbie size. It's wait, should I take another Barbie in the bed now? Look.
Yeah.
This is a Susie Goose, the king size bed for Barbie.
Yeah, it's a nice size. Ken could be in there too if he wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one is amazing. But sadly, it takes a lot of space. So it's not by the cabins, it's more sideways by the shelves.
Okay. Is that, by the way, is that a European exclusive brand? I'm not familiar with that brand. Susie Goose.
Susie Goose is, I think it's American.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just not familiar with it, but
we didn't have it. We didn't have it in Europe. The piano, that still works, has a made in Switzerland music.
Oh, nice.
Box inside, so
okay.
It's good, but it sounds and it sounds very horrible. Like it sounds more shepherd, like ding, 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 ding. It's an old one.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you have up top there? Just like a variety of dolls that are different.
Actually, it started first with the vintage cases in the behind, you see?
Yeah.
And then I didn't found a good space for the dolls, what you see in the front. So those are the dolls who still need a space by the 90s. So what I have here is the costume ball Barbie.
Yeah.
With the fashions.
Okay. Yeah, I recognize those.
And here is a Willy Boy doll.
Okay, yes.
Nouveau Théâtre de la Mode. And here behind it, let me check. Oh, the reflection are terrible, right?
That's okay. We can see it.
Dark green from the Enchanted Forest.
Yes, I see her.
Yeah. And then also here, like an old display from Barbie.
Okay. From a store, you mean?
Yeah, a store display.
Okay.
And what I also have is this one here from, I think it's 1964. It's a vintage display for
that
vintage
whole shelf system. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
maybe.
And you've got some vintage Kens in there, I see. And
Yeah.
can we see
Actually,
that top row for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I just want to see who was up there. I used to love, I'm not a big fan of the 60s dolls, but I love some of the fashions. They're really great fashions. Such
Yeah, I think
quality.
they are cute and
Amazing
well done,
quality.
of course.
Mhm.
And this one I got from America, and actually it have little like hangers between the dolls where you can put the extra fashion on it.
I see. Is that doll on the top shelf in the middle? What doll is that? Is it? I can't tell. In the red and white
ponytail.
striped dress. Yeah. Is that?
It's a ponytail in a, I think it have a different name, but the blue version of the dress called Suburban Shopper.
Okay. But do you know what year that doll is from?
It's a ponytail. I think it's a number 4.
Okay. I was gonna say it looks pretty early.
Yeah, but I have here, let me see here. Let's open it. Sorry.
That's okay.
The Plantation Belle, she's the earlier one.
Mm-hmm.
And and from the German fashion extras, it's this one here. The girl in the pink, you see?
Oh yeah.
It's the Atelier Fest dress.
Now this is maybe later in the 60s, some of these outfits, because
yeah, it's
they
an
remind
American
me of-
girl.
Yeah. That's what they remind me of.
Yeah, and then from this kind of corner, we switch to this corner here, and then you have here the 70s and 60s dresses.
Yeah, boy, what an amazing group that you've shown already.
Yeah, and these there are a few European exclusive fashions inside, like her, for example, and a lot of knitwear and beautiful. Yeah, I think the picture of what Barbie created those days was really like a glamorous, beautiful life with combined with amazing scenes, right?
Yeah, well, she was supposed to be a teen model and and that kind of stuff for at least for a time period, and then she moved on to other careers. But yeah, she was always to me, she was always very glamorous, and that was one of the things I liked.
For me too. And I mean, in the 70s, it shrunk a little bit. She was more active, right? Like more going out in the nature, in the countryside. But then in the 80s, the early superstars started again to go to clubs, studios, fashion shows, trips. So those are the houses.
Yeah, this is a fashion mansion, or I don't know exactly what it's called, but that's very similar to the one I have with the elevator. Yeah, I think there were there were at least 2 versions of that, but yours is not exact, but it's very similar. Yeah. It's from the 70s too, I believe. Yeah, so there was a lot of great 70s fashions as well. They weren't always ones that I love, but what I like about them is they epitomize the 70s, and they do that very well.
Yeah, and I think when you check the catalogs or like old vintage catalogs from the 70s or commercials, then you really recognize a few of those fashions very well.
Oh
Like they
yeah.
choose really a good way of the fabric. And
Do you happen
yeah,
to have those, there's those that set of 3 books that tell you about the fashions from the 60s, 70s and beyond? Do you have any of those?
yeah, you mean the
Okay.
books from Sarah Think Ames?
The what?
The books from Sarah Think Ames.
I think so. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
they're so
brilliant.
good about the fashion. They're so complete, I believe, pretty complete.
Yeah,
So it tells you a
I
lot, but
think
it seems,
she did marvelous work, and it's sad that it's there didn't came like the 80s and the 90s in it. But I mean, we call them here by the collectors the Bible of Barbie.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
So what's maybe interesting, it's here. That's the German furniture produced in West Germany.
Okay, nice.
They have totally different kind of color variation, you see?
Yeah.
They are yellowish and orange.
That's like the ones I have. Yeah, they're similar, very
Yeah,
similar.
I think the design, it's international the same, but the
Mhm.
color choice was different.
Right. The table's definitely different and chairs. Now, is that a Brad doll there?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
making the breakfast ready for you.
Oh, well, good. How nice of him. I want some. I'm always up for breakfast any time of the day. Breakfast food, I mean. Oh, that's a funky, what is that, a
Yeah,
chair? Couch? The couch, I mean?
yeah, it's the couch.
Yeah,
And I think there is the other part. Look.
oh, okay, yeah. By the way, that guitar that was sitting there reminds me of a guitar from the Sears Lindsay set, or Craig, one of them. The Sears dolls had guitars just like that. So I don't know where that
Ah,
one.
really? I
Yeah,
just had it
I
in a
have
lot.
them.
I
I
just
have
had it
them.
in a lot and I loved it. I think it was also the vibes from the 70s, playing guitar on the fire, right?
Right.
And of course, here we have here Ballerina Christie,
Oh,
you see,
yes. Yep.
with
Yep.
her beach outfit. Yeah, I tried to make it very like lively, like it looks like they live really inside.
Right. Well, and
And
I saw that the elevator is pink on that one. So that's what I meant about different versions. Yeah, that's
yeah,
usually that's yellow, the one I have, but there's
there are
certainly,
so many.
well, I mean, pink is just as common as we know it is in yellow in these houses.
I think the last one was yellow, and
Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
here it starts now with the what you would like sport fashion. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And
Like
beach
sporty.
dolls. Hmm. Yeah, I love those early 80s beach dolls. And I mean, they're such cool sets compared to what they make today, or that what they call
Oh yeah,
beach dolls.
totally.
They had such character, and there's some of the 80s fashions.
Yeah, they start here on this side, like
Yeah. Did you say you know how many dolls you have approximately?
well, I would say I have like maybe around like 500 packed and around between 3,000 and 4,000 dolls.
Oh, okay. So the rest
Yeah.
are out of boxes. Can we see that McDonald's set behind you, please? Yeah, that's a cool set. I never had that set. I have some of the McDonald's uniforms, I think, too, but not that little set. Do you know, did they have more than one McDonald's set like that, or just basically the
Oh, in the 80s they have this one, but there was like a drive-in and auto McDonald's set in the 90s and I think early 2000s.
I thought there
I
was
think
more
they
than
are
one.
amazing. I
Okay.
think they are amazing, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
or here by the
Western.
train, like what is it, the horse trailer?
Yeah,
I think
those
it's
are the horse loving set. I said Western, but they are kind of Western, but they're not the Western.
yeah, they are horse
Horse
loving.
loving. Yeah, I like those. I've got those in boxes and maybe one out of the box.
I think it's
Yeah.
good to keep them in boxes because the fabric doesn't age very well.
No,
so
not on those. You're
always
right.
sticky.
Yeah.
And here we have some furniture from Italy.
Okay.
They are like light rose with pink.
Mhm. Yeah, those are like, I have some of the yellow and some of like the desk over there. I have that desk just like that. But the,
Yeah.
oh, and the table, I think that's the color table I have, but not the chairs are a different color. Yeah.
Well, I have 3 townhouses like built up. It
Mhm.
makes a very nice line and
Yeah.
shows a little bit the lifestyle of those days.
Mm-hmm.
And here down, it starts with Dolls of the World.
Okay. Yeah, there's the royal one and the Japanese.
And I think the Hispanic and Peru.
Okay, yeah.
But actually, I like the dolls. I doesn't like the fashion of the doll. So when I have a second one, she always I like change the dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can keep them in amazing fashions like her, like she's the Scottish one.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty. She's a pretty doll. That one I like a lot.
Amazing. And that's why I love to change the fashions.
Right.
And when you make like a little change here, then you are in the superstar era.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I love that carriage. What's that from?
It's Mattel, made in France.
Okay, I
It's
don't
the
remember that.
wedding. It's the wedding carriage
Huh.
with the West German horses made for
Okay.
Mattel.
I was gonna
So they
say, do you
have
think that
movable
was
legs.
available in the US or do you know?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't recognize that at all.
It's a beautiful Eton, but it doesn't age well. So you could change the doors. You could slip them out, and then you had other doors. So you had the door for a ball. You have like this one, the classic one. It's for the wedding, and then you have one. It looks like wood.
Okay.
And the point is, Ken cannot really sit in the front because his legs are too long.
Yeah.
And the lamps and also this little frame here, this gray frame here, you see it?
Yeah.
It breaks very easily. It becomes everything very breakable.
Yeah, and you know, when kids were playing with stuff like that, I can't imagine they didn't break a lot of this stuff.
My sister had it as a child, not this one, I bought it later, but she had it, and we always played accidents, like South State Beauties in Carriage, and the middle part of this one broke always, so the horse ran away, and the ladies was in and need help from gentlemen. And
now, is that doll in the red shirt able to? You don't have to put her there, but I'm just asking, does she fit there?
No, actually, she not. But when you have 80s Barbies who have very bendable legs, it works great.
Okay, so
but
there's
for
a way
me,
to fit a doll there.
It's always like Ken should lead the carriage, not a Barbie. So
well, we'll be more progressive than that, I guess.
And here it's the Twirly Curl Beauty Salon.
Oh, nice. It's just amazing all they had available, you know, in these different time periods and how much people could buy. And I'm sure lots of people, or especially girls, had these, you know, but it's amazing. You don't even know certain things exist, but it's so well done.
This is an original piece, this one. And this one here, of course, you know those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
from the twirly
those
curls.
I made with a 3D printer. And my partner, who is also very good in graphic design, created the back walls on the floor.
Oh, cool. What a good job.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Congratulations to Flavio.
Flavio. And I always said to him, I wish to have something that those furniture, what I think every collector have tons of them, right?
Yeah.
Where to put them in a very decent way. So we created this idea about a beautiful saloon where Barbie can enjoy
Right.
her hair treatment.
Well, that's very, I mean, so it works together so well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's from the far, it's really nice. And here it's then the line of superstars.
Mm, yeah. There's the actual Western. Yeah, a lot of people really like the Barbies and well, Ken too, but who's that? Oh, is that Magic Curl in the red dress there with the polka dots?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, her hair looks so much darker or red, almost like reddish. Oh, okay. It's just the way it looked in the light. I see.
I think she looks
Yeah,
perfect for an
I love her.
Italian trip, to go on the Italian coast.
Yep, yep. She was always so unique. I mean, you never hardly saw a doll with curly hair up like that. And Barbie, I mean. So,
Yeah, I think so too. And I loved her from the first time when I collected because she had this curly hair.
yeah,
And I think because nobody really loved her, I love to collect her.
yeah,
Actually,
I sure
this
did.
week I bought a new one from a leftover. So she was like, I think like $4, and she looks
Mhm.
very nice. And I bought her now.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
can
she
never have
does.
enough magic curl, right?
No, I have probably 4 or 5 of those because they just, like you said, they're actually are fairly common around here. And so they turn up in lots all the time.
Yeah, here too. But nobody really loves her. So
Yeah, I do.
this
Well,
is
and
an
then
old
do you guys
background.
ever find the I'm sorry, do you ever find the African American or black versions?
Oh no, we don't have them in Switzerland.
Okay, I was gonna
It's
say,
really sad because I think they are one of the most beautiful dolls.
yeah.
We started having Afro-American dolls with twirly curl. You know
Oh.
that they had another face mold.
Yeah.
So after that they started. So we had day
Okay.
to night and so, but only in very chosen stores.
Hard to find,
Yes, but
especially now, probably.
as a child, I only had from my mom this one.
Oh, that's Black Barbie, the
Yeah,
actual quote unquote
and
Black Barbie.
my mom paid a fortune for one
Well, that
because
was
for
nice.
her,
She got it for you.
yeah, for my mom was always very important to explain us the many kind of culture, tradition, and also yeah, skin tones.
Okay, good.
And in Switzerland, we had friends. They never saw a dark-skinned person before,
Hmm.
so it was crazy that we lived like in a Swiss bubble.
Hmm.
And my mom always was very open to break the bubble.
That's good. See
Yeah.
other things. Now, who's that up top there I'm seeing next to the horse? There's a zebra. Who's up
Yeah,
top there?
that's the animal loving
Oh, okay. I've not seen that.
safari can.
I may have seen it on the box, but I mean, I've never seen it out and
Oh,
displayed.
yeah. But it misses a few pieces because actually it has so many delightful
Yeah.
pieces, but so special, you cannot find them anymore. Like for example, where Tahiti sits, they
Mhm.
had you can how you say schwenken, you can put it in different kind of positions. So
Move it
here
around.
would be a different kind of piece.
Okay.
And I missed this piece. So now he's like always in the same place.
Oh, well, it still looks really good though. It's an impressive set, like you
It's
said.
a beautiful set, and you can open it behind the background. Like you can close the window and open and close. And yeah, it's beautiful. And I still miss the animal loving can. So I already have everything like fashions here on the bed, but
Yeah,
missing
the
the
can.
balls.
Well,
And
he's very expensive these days.
it
Yeah.
became right. Yeah, I just have the fashion, but not the can.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
it's patient, right? You have to be patient.
that's right. Yep. And there's a little Jeep. Okay.
Yeah.
with Animal
And
Loving
that's
Barbie.
here. There is Dr. Barbie.
Ah, with the whole little set of the office.
Yeah, a little
Here's
beautiful
Whitney.
set. Dr. Barbie, Dr. Ken, and of course, Nurse Whitney.
Right. Yeah.
And Skipper, who is not feeling well.
Okay.
I hope you don't have corona, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Poor Skipper. She's always getting the disease or something.
Yeah, maybe she was cheerleading and broke her knee.
Yeah. Sprained her ankle, we'll say.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then it comes when you look here, then you have all these fashions, and it became here very tight because more
yeah.
beautiful fashion than space.
Yeah, but we can see them, so that's good. That's what
Yeah.
I try to do, is sort of alternate them in between when I've got a few in there. Yeah, that's right. Great 80s fashions, including that maroon sailor kind of dress down there. That's one I've had forever, you know, that one down there.
This one, the blue one. Oh no, the burgundy one.
Yeah, the one on the bottom there in the maroon color next to the blue.
Ah, yeah. I love this one too. And
That one's, I see a lot. Ah, great shape. Yes. With the
of
whole lot.
course,
Now, is that more than one set of lockers? It looks like a lot of
yeah.
lockers. I was gonna say, I thought they only came with maybe one group of lockers.
Well, the good thing is when you buy from IKEA the Kallax shelf,
Hmm,
it comes with a lot of squares. What
yeah.
I do, I skip the middle space,
Hmm,
and then you're having a huge room, and then I put, the lockers you find sometimes in free markets, and then I put it exactly in it. So
mhm.
you have now a really great sports studio. So
Yeah, it looks great. And Ken even has a headband.
yeah, and then comes down.
Ah, fashion jeans and peaches and cream and pink and pretty, fabulous fur.
Yeah,
And what's her name in the other dress?
super hair is also there.
Who? Totally hair, you said?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
it's super hair, right?
Sorry. Yeah, super hair. I said the wrong thing. And then pretty changes, and I forget the PJ. Peaches and not
Sweet Roses PJ.
sweet roses. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and what also is very interesting, it's a variation. In
Oh,
Europe, I think American had it too.
yeah.
We had Pretty in Pink with straight arms.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we had it or not, to be honest, but probably.
We had it in straight arms, and there came also other variations. And straight arms was, I think Europe sometimes used leftovers.
Yeah,
And then they had also ring fingers. And when I had
right.
first, I didn't knew that, and I sell them very cheap as broken body parts. And then I realized later they are really made like that. So,
Yeah.
and here's Music Loving. It's also from Europe.
Yes, I remember that one. But there's is that an African American one there in the corner?
Well, this one is, I think it's actually a Dana from the Rockers,
Oh,
but
Dana.
in a
Okay.
fashion find outfit with the same fabric.
Yeah.
And I think
Interesting.
it looks so amazing together.
It does. That looks, I love seeing the bigger group, you know, when they had just the three, it's okay, but it looks better when there's several, like the beach ones
Me
used to
too.
do.
I think it's really beautiful when you have like a big,
Yeah.
great ensemble.
Mhm.
And then you have here this famous
Amazing.
straight, simple dresses.
Yeah. These are like are these my first Barbie dresses? Some of them?
They are here. Look.
Okay, yeah. Oh, well, yeah, but I meant those other ones. Some of them were also my first Barbie,
I
I
think a
thought.
few from them are more fashion favorites, fashion classics, and
Okay.
I'm not sure if they are the like easy on
Yeah.
or my first fashion.
But some of them look like that, but I don't know
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
By the way, I forgot to show you those here.
Oh yeah. Boy, what an amazing collection you have.
Thank you.
It's just
And this
so
one is also
beautiful.
a very nice doll. It's the Sweden doll.
Oh
the
yeah,
white
she's gorgeous. Yeah, I
Oh,
love her.
and here, I forgot this here, the Hawaiian Superstar.
Oh yeah, and there's Kissing Christie. Now, is that an original Superstar Christie or is it the repro?
No, this is the original one.
Okay, I assume so, but the repro looks pretty good, but
And the repro, I have heard too, but not opened. So
right. You're smart to
original
keep
print.
it in the box. And
Yeah.
there's that white dress, I forget what it's called, but it's very famous.
Yeah,
That's-
it's beautiful.
and
And
there's a pink version and a blue version.
yeah, but I think the pink one is pretty rare, right? It's like a special.
I think they're both pretty rare, those two. I don't see them often. I found that white one there and not in perfect condition at Goodwill one time, which is a like a thrift store or a donation store.
Well, I was pretty happy to get it for a very decent price. And the only thing what I had to do was, thanks God, I'm a good in sewing, right? I could fix it.
Yeah, that is nice when you can sew.
Yeah.
I've definitely got even my version of that needs some sewing, but it's okay. It's in decent shape, but it was not
Sometimes
perfect.
when I want to buy something and people say, oh, I sew it or I repair it, it looks sometimes much worse. So I'm always like, you don't have to fix it. I do it by myself.
Especially if you don't know what you're doing, like me. I'm not, that's not my skills.
Now there is slowly the 90s. Is the 90s display, hot skating?
Oh, okay. What does that say? Oh, hot skating. Okay.
Yeah.
I've not seen that set. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with some of the 90s sets. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the 90s, they have really nice stuff. But this one I got from a good friend of mine, and I never saw it before. And for me, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And here you have Dream Store.
Yeah. Some more 80s fashions, I think. Some of them.
And of course, when you go here down, you have the mix and match, right? Bright and Breeze and weekend fashion and the haute couture fashion.
Yes. That's some big ones. Big fashions in some of those. I have a couple of those, like that pink and purple one.
If you hear the water, it's a pipe going through my room.
Okay, I heard a little something,
So,
but not much.
And we just have to wait till the water is gone.
That's okay.
I cannot hear something.
That's
when
okay.
people
Just
are in
we
this
can
room,
continue.
they're always there. It's here. You see?
Oh yeah, I see it. That's okay. It didn't bother us much.
Well, it's a huge room, but you not can have everything, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a great room for this. So they did some great sets in the 90s, that's for sure. It's the Benetton and the Day to Night. Now tell us about this blue Day to Night. Who made that?
So now it's gone.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, the blue Day to Night. What can you tell us about that? It's a custom one?
I made it because I always thought it said that PJ was not there, and then I created the dress.
Right.
And last year, I read in the book from Carol Spencer that she had a black dog, like her dog, who was the inspiring dog from Prince, was black. So I created a black one.
Oh, nice. You're so creative. It's amazing. It looks great. I love it. Yeah, I've seen other versions of Day to Night, but the blue is really a good version, and you did an excellent job.
the difference is she has a shorter jacket,
Yeah.
but a longer skirt. And when you turn it on, when you change it, she have then a very big gown.
Okay.
I tried to
Yeah.
create pants, but it's not working with this chiffon fabric. You cannot change it very well.
Well,
But
that's
sometimes I love to do oaks, like here. There's a Loving You Can.
oh yes, how nice. He looks perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Another
I
magic
took
girl.
also a very special mode, you know, the Hawaiian Can mode.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now, did you paint his hair?
Yeah, I know I have a friend in Athens, Greece, and she's just a genius. By the way, she did also the face from Whitney, like
Okay.
from Day to Night PJ.
Okay.
It's really amazing. Like
Yeah,
you
boy,
can
that's
touch the dolls. And I always thought why our beautiful Loving You never had a boyfriend, right?
or a necklace.
Oh yeah, that's from our fashion line, like jewelry
Yeah.
line.
Yes.
It's now perfect shaped for her.
Yes,
And
it
has the
is.
same size like the hearts on her fabric. So
That's right. Okay.
now
Looks,
she can
yeah,
express
this looks
more
great
love than
because
before.
she needs a boyfriend or somebody, like you said, because she's loving you. So somebody needs to love her besides us.
Right. And she was the only one, like next to
Right.
peaches and cream. I don't understand why she don't have a partner too. So
No, I never understood how they decided that, but okay.
me either.
Yeah, maybe Carol Spencer would know. Or this 90s.
That's that's all 2000s. And no,
Oh,
no, that's European haute couture fashions.
oh, okay.
From the
So,
80s, 84, 83, that's Rome. Um, this one, it was called, I think, Madrid.
nice.
And here you have the day to night fashions.
Okay. What a nice assortment. They really did a good job having such a variety back then.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? And you know, I realized that some jackets or some tops, even if they have the same silhouette, they use always different kind of pattern. And I think this is just amazing. Like they're not even was too tired to use new designs.
It's outfit for the dog too.
Yeah. This was a creation what I called Barbie M Paris. She loves
Okay.
Paris and she went with her beautiful dog there, right?
Yeah.
And here we have the Dream Glow.
Yes, I've seen your pictures of those. It's a very nice job again with those
Thank you
customs.
so much.
And then you've got, looks like a Derek doll there for one of them.
Yeah.
With the blue
And
tie.
also he has also everything inside is blue and it
Yeah.
glows in the night. So
Oh, nice. A lot of business looks and fun looks.
yeah.
These are, which ones are these? Or what, is it a certain collection?
That's couture collections, early 80s.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Looked 80s.
Yeah. And they are sometimes not easy to find anymore because they sometimes age not very well. Like this one here, it's called London, the brown one. And the pants are made out of this artificial leather.
Okay.
And I only missed the handbag, a dark brown leather handbag.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll find it one of these days, I hope.
They are so hard to find. And here are again like little beautiful simple fashions.
Yeah, that one on the right with the red and white is one of my favorites.
This one.
No, the other side, sorry.
This one
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
fish on it. It's
yep,
beautiful. Yeah, I love it
yeah,
too.
yeah. That I think I may have that on currently on a black doll. I'm not sure though. I'd have to look. But
I
it
have
looks
it.
good. It looks good on any doll, really. Yeah.
Well, I see that you have very horrible shoes on. I maybe change it, but
That's
it's
okay.
it's also on a Loving You Barbie.
Yeah, I think it's nice because those kind of dresses are, when you can just slide it on, especially for little kids, it's really
Yeah,
easy, and it looks good. They're easy, but they look good.
yeah, I think so too.
Mhm,
This one I really adore too. It's this one here.
mhm.
But the point is that sometimes the glue is falling apart from the shirt. It
Oh,
have a beautiful neck detail. Look, lace.
uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many beautiful outfits.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I think it's like a big dream to create for Mattel,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Those days, I think they produce not that quantity
No,
and quality anymore.
that's right. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Maybe one day it'll happen again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Whitney's.
production always have an up and down, right?
Mhm. The Jewel Secrets
Yeah, the jeweler
and
secret.
yeah.
And here you have then the summer fashions
Yep.
and sport and
Yeah,
season.
nice. Yep. That's nice. Such a good variety, like I said.
Yeah, it's really great. And here is the Rocco's Corner.
Ah, yeah, there they are. Yeah,
But
you guys have
we call
some
them
different
rock
outfits.
stars.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh, I
see?
didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But yeah, I see it. They had a lot of various fashions that you're showing. And of course, the two different sets.
It's incredible, yeah, what they have a value on fashion. So here's one of my favorite Barbie, what I had as a child.
Yeah.
And I got her because she was technical. Like, yeah, it's good. You can have one. It's technic. She was
Oh,
moving.
I see.
And
Okay.
then I create a magic move Miko. And here it's the magic move Ken.
Oh, those are so nice. Yeah, like I said, the creativity you are able to display is amazing with your own things that you created. So,
Yeah. And this one, it's a magic move from Spain, Concoast.
oh, oh, her hair is so very different.
Yeah. Lighter hair and much more makeup.
Mm.
And it's fascinating, actually. Also here, there is another Spain doll. It's her. That's the Spain Dream Glow.
Oh, okay. The one in the lavender.
Yeah,
Okay.
with lavender eyes
Uh-huh.
and quite white platinum hair.
Okay. Yeah, it looks quite light. Mhm.
And then you make here an elegant square, and then you are by the Heart family.
The Hart family makes an appearance.
Yeah,
That's a nice little house or room. It's really a
yeah.
room.
It was in Austria. It was a shelf display.
Oh,
It's made out of a very good plastic, like it's not cardboard,
hmm.
and it was made to put the new dolls
Mhm.
shelf, like to show them.
Yeah. Couple different sets. Oh, there's the grandparents. I wondered if they were there. Yeah,
And fashion.
fashions and some of the other dolls.
Mhm. And here's the next house. It's the European one.
Oh. So they got their own townhouse.
They have two. This was the international one,
Huh?
and this is the European one
Okay.
with the elevator.
Yeah. They had a lot more blue in their colors.
Yeah, totally. I also think when you see the beautiful dining room.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that made sense because their boxes were quite different too. So it really went along with the theme well. They did it. Mattel's always done a good job with that. I mean, keeping the theme and making sure, like even with the recent Sweet Orchard Farms dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there was like the Hart family was quite long famous in the US, right? With the Disney theme. Like Hart family
Yeah.
goes to Disneyland.
Yeah,
And
that and later the Happy Family. That's true. I always thought the Hart family was more charming than the Happy Family, but that's just my view.
yeah, I grew up with the Hart family with this cozy living, and for me it was I think I was too old to play with the Disney park theme anymore. But
Nice cabinet.
yeah.
It's nice, almost rainbow towels there.
Yeah. And Mr. Hart is coming in purple beach
Oh,
shorts.
okay. They're festive.
Look.
Oh, yeah. He's showing his festive side.
Yeah. And then we have the one and only frame house, right?
Yes, I love it. Still to this day, I love that house there. It's just so quintessential, of the time period.
Yeah, it's so typical. It's not easy to display because I think
No,
you should show the inside rooms, but it's not really possible.
you mean where you've got it at? Because I do have it shown that way, but you have to have the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you want to look at the house, you feel like a stalker.
Yeah.
Going from window to window, sneaking in
Right.
and looking what Barbie is doing.
Yes. Yes, that's a nice house too.
Yeah,
Forget what that
beautiful.
one's called, but
It's with the Dream Globe fashion furniture inside, and with some Italian furnitures, like here. You see, there's flower holder.
Mm-hmm.
It's also an original from Italy. Oh, and this one is amazing. The Fashion Plaza.
Yes.
And what I think it's very great and also kind of funny is when you have a own bar with alcohol supplies in your playset for children.
I know. Well, they did it, so they might not have thought that one out as much.
Well, in Switzerland, we have also like alcoholic stores are open. So if you go to the supermarket, you have a whole wine and cognac and licorice area.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, we grow up like it's nothing bad. It's just after the dinner or so. So the alcohol problem maybe is different. And it's not really interesting for us because we grow up with it's always there, And I think this is the difference. But when I was a little boy, when my mom said, "Oh, I need my cigarettes," then she always said, "Sweetie, here you have the money. Can you go and buy me cigarettes?" And I was like, let's say 8, 9. Those days not possible anymore.
Yeah, well, that's different time. Yes. That's okay. Yeah, I know that house.
It's the
Yeah.
magic sound house.
Uh-huh. It's just all the furniture and little pieces. That's what I
Yeah.
try to do in my main house is get a lot of little pieces that you would normally have. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I think it's very great to decorate and put little details on it. And yeah, like here,
The plant.
for me, it's typical that a phone is always on the wall, right?
Oh yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and
So
then
she can,
eventually it became a desk phone.
yeah. So I found it. It's a little cardboard artwork, and I put it right there on the
Mhm.
wall, because imagine Barbie get a call. She can still make the wash machine on. She can just arrange the table while she's calling with her friend and talking about
Mhm.
what PJ did.
Never know.
And here, sadly, we cannot see most of everything, but here we have a lot more houses. You see,
Yes.
it's like here, it's the Barbie Boutique,
Hmm.
where you can go in, and then you have the back side, or you have here the back side of a beautiful house. You have the Folden Fun House,
Huh?
or the Winter Garden.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's just amazing, all these different
And
displays.
here the terrace, the house, like dream house with terrace. And of course, when you go down, oops, you have all the stalls.
Oh, gee. That's a lot. Yeah, I
It's
remember from your pictures, but it's amazing when you see it in live video,
yeah.
how much there actually is in your collection.
This one is an amazing house. It's called Living Pretty House.
Hmm.
You could buy every room you bought once without the furniture, and then you have to put it together. And it was a very expensive house.
Right.
And to find like roofs, and so it took me ever.
Hmm. That is nice. I've not
One of
seen
my
that one.
favorite houses from the artworks inside.
Uh-huh. Huh? Dream time, yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this house, so
you don't know it. I
I
think
don't
it
think
was
I've seen that one.
available in America. It's
Probably. It was just there was so much that you don't know all of them.
But we had this house, and when you turn, the Americans had this house, right?
Yeah, a magical man. What's it called?
Yeah.
The magical mansion.
Yeah, the Magical Mansion.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's one I wish I did have.
It's just a pearl. I mean, it's for me like it was a holy grail to get it.
It would be. Yeah, I said, when did you get that approximately?
2008.
Okay. Well,
I
so was it really
worked in New
expensive
York.
back then?
I worked in New York, and I paid like 600 or 700,
Oh, that's quite a bit.
and then keep it holding. I paid nearly the same to ship it to Europe.
Oh no, no, that's painful, but it's at least
But
you
thanks
got it.
God, I had a very good job in New York as a designer.
Uh-huh.
So it was worth it, because imagine you cannot have this house in Europe, and then you
Well,
find you have the chance to buy it. So you have to take the chance when you are in America.
yeah. Just curious, what were you designing? What in that job? What kind of design?
Pardon?
What were you designing in that
I
job?
worked as a fashion designer in New York.
Oh, okay. For
Yeah.
like women's clothes or who?
for women's, yeah, it was
Okay.
knitwear for women, and the label is called VPL. It was from Kika Hanitsawa and Victoria Bartlett, and yeah, it was a great time.
Good.
And then you have here the Victorians Houses.
Mhm. Yeah, they're more of a almost like a shell house.
Yeah. And
Not as
here,
expensive. Yeah.
hotel.
Well, it's like a whole little neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like I call it Robertsville.
Yeah. There
And
you
of
go.
course, here it's the little talking townhouse.
Oh, okay.
The good
Oh,
thing is here, those houses have amazing front sides.
yeah.
And when you go back, you can see all the houses from the inside, you see?
Mm.
So the concept was showing both sides.
Yeah. Well, and I like that. Now, Martin, let me ask you this question that just popped into my head. Do you have people that come tour in person sometimes?
Like looking in my collection.
Yeah, touring your
Yeah.
collection.
I have friends, they're coming sometimes, they're enjoying with me the time here. But like making a sightseeing for a group,
No,
I'm
no,
a
I
little
wouldn't do
bit
that.
scared, you know.
No, I wouldn't do that. Just people you trust. It has to be people you trust. So, and you have to be careful because you have such a valuable collection, and it's not just money value, but it's sentimental value. So,
Yeah, and you know, there is sometimes there was sometimes like situation like there was a grandma with a little girl, and you know, it was the little girl was the absolutely angel from the grandma, and then the girl said, "Can I have this?" And I said, "No, it's a collection piece. You cannot have it."
right. Oh, yeah. I don't like when people do that.
Argue with the grandmother why she cannot get this doll. And I said, it's a
Well,
museum. You cannot go to the Louvre in France and say, "Can I have this nice picture of Mona Lisa?"
well, you can ask, but you ain't gonna get. So,
It was not a very nice feeling. And
no. Well, yeah, I would not bring kids in there. Absolutely not. So,
yeah, and you
well,
know, there are sometimes people who say, "Oh, look, this little doll." I mean,
yeah,
when I take it, you have a lot other blonde dolls.
right. Exactly. You won't miss
And
it.
then it's exactly a very rare fashion piece. What takes ever to get it?
Exactly. Well, Martin, we really appreciate the tour today, and I'm so glad we got to do it. It's just so amazing, your collection. So thank you for sharing it with us
Thank you,
today.
thank you. Well, it's
And
not all. We have just half of the room. So
oh, well,
there
then
was
we better do a part 2 because it's a lot.
yes, I think
I'm
so.
afraid we're going to get cut off if we don't stop by Zoom. So we will stop, and then we'll just do another part since I didn't realize there was a lot more. But for now, I thank you so much. And I thank the viewers for watching. I hope you've enjoyed spending this time with Martin and I, and you know, viewing his beautiful collection. And it's just so amazing. We all have our collections, but there's some that just go to the next level. And I think this is one of them. So again, thank you, Martin. Thank you, everyone. And I want to wish everyone a happy new year as we go into 2022 in a few days. And hopefully it's a great year ahead. So thank you all. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.